If you're intimidated to make risotto at home, you're not alone. Even professional chefs struggle with making perfect creamy risotto. But with the Instant Pot, you can make perfect risotto effortlessly. Hi Mindful Moms and Dads, Kristen here. As someone who suffers from a chronic disease, I believe homemade is best. But it doesn't need to be complicated, even when it comes to making risotto. So let's put on our kitchen capes and make perfect, creamy Instant Pot risotto. To get started, hit Saute and then hit Adjust until normal is lit up. I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter to my Instant Pot and let that melt. You can use olive oil in place of the butter, but I find that in risotto, for a rich, buttery, nutty taste, butter is best. Once our butter is melted, add in 1 small minced onion, or you can use a shallot if that's what you have on hand. And then we're just gonna saute for just about 2 to 3 minutes until the onion or shallot begins to soften. To the onion mixture, I'm adding in some fresh thyme leaves. Fresh thyme really adds a nice lemony, earthy flavor to the risotto. If you don't happen to have fresh thyme leaves on hand, you can use a ½ teaspoon of dried thyme. To remove the thyme leaves from your stem, what you want to do is hold your stem tightly at the bottom and then with your other hand, gently pull down the leaves. This will remove all the leaves and let them fall right into your Instant Pot. I'm also going to add in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic and 2 cups of arborio rice. You must use arborio rice. There is no exception when it comes to making risotto. Toss your rice in with the butter to coat, and then we're just gonna let that toast up for just a minute, which will help develop the flavor. To deglaze our pan, I'm adding in 1/3 cup of dry white wine, like Chardonnay or Pinot Grigio, whatever you have on hand. Now, if you don't drink alcohol, you certainly can use vegetable broth or chicken stock in the wine's place. While we let that wine cook off for just about a minute, use a spatula to scrape up any brown bits that may be on the bottom of your inner pot to prevent a burn notice. And then turn the Instant Pot off. And now we're gonna add in 4 cups of warm vegetable broth or chicken stock. I know, I always tell you to use cold liquid when it comes to cooking in your Instant Pot so that you don't interfere with the cooking time. However, risotto is the exception to that rule. Using cold liquid would change the way the rice absorbs the liquid and it releases its starch, and it would not result in creamy, perfect risotto. So pop your broth in the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes until it's warm but not boiling. And you wanna make sure that you use 2 cups of liquid for every 1 cup of rice. So I'm making 2 cups of arborio rice today, so I'm using 4 cups of liquid. This recipe easily can be halved. Add in a pinch of salt and pepper, and then pop our lid on our Instant Pot. Make sure the vent knob is pointed towards sealed, and then we're gonna set our cook time manually for 5 minutes on high pressure. Once your Instant Pot has beeped that cook time is over, don't do anything. You wanna let your Instant Pot release pressure naturally, which will take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes depending on how much risotto you made. Then you can open up your Instant Pot, and now for the flavorings. I'm keeping it super simple today and just adding Parmesan and fresh lemon juice, but you can let your imagination guide you here. If you have leftover chicken, you can add that, or crumble up some bacon. You can add some frozen peas, and the residual heat of the Instant Pot will cook those peas perfectly. You could also add in some leftover roasted vegetables. That would be delicious. I'm adding in about 1/3, maybe a ½ cup of Parmesan cheese today. But I'm begging you, please use freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I'm not talking about Parmesan cheese from a bag, a jar, or a canister. I'm talking about using a good old wedge of Parmesan cheese and a microplane grater and grating your cheese directly into your Instant Pot. I'm gonna add the juice of a fresh lemon. That really helps to pop all the flavors. It's not necessary, but it does make a big difference in taste. And then I'm just gonna gently stir the Parmesan and lemon juice into the risotto, sort of fluffing my rice as I go. Look at that, creamy, perfect risotto effortlessly. And you wanna know what this risotto goes perfectly with? Instant Pot honey baked ham. I'm telling you, this risotto and your ham Oh, it makes a spectacular Easter dinner. You can catch how I make perfectly glazed ham in the Instant Pot in my next video. Happy cooking, guys.